Good afternoon, I'm Ren Wadsworth and this is your non-stop local news update. After 2 days of hand counting the ballots for the clerk and recorder's race in Cascade County, the final vote is in. The candidates were Rena Fontamore and Sandra Merchant. Merchant had 14,342 votes, where Moore had 14,306, only 36 votes separating the two candidates. Cascade County commissioners say each ballot was counted at least twice and verified by at least 2 different count teams. Congress is rushing to pass legislation that would block a walkout by more than 100,000 union rail workers next week. The strike set for December 9th could temporarily sideline as many as 765,000 workers within 2 weeks, according to the White House. Even just a week-long strike would wreak havoc on sluggish supply chain during the busy holiday shopping season and could cost the economy an estimated $1 billion. More than 100,000 union workers could walk off the job during arguably the busiest time of the year, a move that would bring 30% of the nation's freight movements to a halt. Not what consumers want to hear when they're already paying more for everyday goods. One of the sticking points for these workers, getting paid sick time from the rail companies. Employers have countered that workers receive a significant amount of paid vacation and personal days. A strike previously was averted in September when a tentative labor deal was reached. 4 out of the 12 unions rejected the deal. While those rejected contracts would have given workers their largest pay increase in 50 years, union members said it didn't address the pay and scheduling issues. Now, President Biden says he is confident that the country will avoid a railroad shutdown. Tuesday, the president met with congressional Democratic and Republican leaders to discuss next week's looming strike. He has called on Congress to pass legislation that adopts a tentative agreement approved by labor management, despite workers in 4 unions rejecting the deal.
I asked the 4 top leaders in Congress whether they'd be willing to come in and talk about what we're going to do between now and Christmas in terms of legislation. And there's a lot to do, including resolving the train strike, what we're doing now, and Congress, I think, has to act to prevent it. It's not an easy call, but I think we have to do it. The economy's at risk.
The unions say railroad workers will strike on December 9th if management and unions have not come up with a new agreement or if Congress fails to pass legislation blocking the strike. That's all for now. We'll have more news updates for you as the day goes on, so make sure to check back in for more. I'm Ren Wadsworth. Thanks for tuning in to your nonstop local news.